Imagine biting into a juicy apple and thinking you're doing something good for your health. But what if I told you that one bite sends your blood sugar skyrocketing, poisons your liver, and attacks your intestines from the inside out? Sounds impossible? Unfortunately, it's the shocking reality for millions of people over 60. Here's the truth that the fruit industry is desperately trying to hide. Not all fruits are healthy. 7 of the most popular fruits that end up in German kitchens every day are like hidden bombs for people over 60. They look harmless, taste sweet and tempting, but they trigger a storm of inflammation, destroy your joints, and drive you straight into the diabetes trap. A frightening study by the German Diabetes Society found that certain fruits can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes by a whopping 90%. Another study by the University of Heidelberg showed that a seemingly harmless fruit led to 67% more joint pain in seniors. And a third study revealed something even more disturbing. A popular tropical fruit can cause dangerous interactions with medications in people over 60 and even lead to cardiac arrest. But there is hope. 5 other fruits are like medicine from nature. They can stop inflammation, sharpen your memory, clean your arteries, and even turn back your biological age by years. The first fruit on our healing list is so powerful that it has fought cancer in clinical trials. The second can cut joint pain in half in just 14 days. And the third protects your brain so effectively that researchers call it nature's memory pill. Before we begin, let us know in the comments. Do you suffer more from joint pain or memory problems? And which city are you watching us from? We respond to every single comment because your health is important to us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Klar Vital and activate the bell. Each video is scientifically based and specially designed for seniors because you deserve to stay strong, healthy, and informed every day of your life. Today we reveal the truth about 12 fruits that can determine your health. 7 of them are your worst enemies. 5 others are your most powerful allies. By the end, you'll know exactly which fruits to avoid and which ones can save your life. Let's start with the first fruit you should banish from your fruit basket immediately. It lies there innocently in your kitchen, perhaps even in a pretty fruit bowl as decoration. Yellow, sweet-smelling, and seemingly the epitome of natural health. But for people over 60, the banana is one of the most dangerous fruits you can eat. Here's the shocking truth. A single medium-sized banana contains over 27 grams of sugar. That's almost 7 teaspoons of pure sugar. Your body can't tell the difference between this natural fruit sugar and the sugar in a chocolate bar. To your pancreas, it's the same attack, the same overload. Imagine what happens in your body. You eat a banana for breakfast, and within minutes your blood sugar explodes like fireworks. Your pancreas panics and releases insulin to fight the sugar storm. But after age 60, your body isn't as resilient. Insulin resistance creeps in, and what was once harmless becomes a deadly weapon against your health. A groundbreaking study by the Harvard School of Public Health followed 1,807,000 people over 18 years. The results were alarming. People who ate a banana every day had an 18% higher risk of type 2 diabetes. For seniors whose metabolism is already slowing down, this is a direct path to the diabetes trap. But sugar isn't the only problem. Bananas have an extremely high glycemic index of 62. That means they cause your blood sugar to rise faster than white bread. For people over 60 who are already struggling with insulin resistance, this is like pouring gasoline on a fire. Here's something the fruit industry doesn't want you to know. Bananas also contain tyramine, a substance that can cause dangerous interactions in people taking blood pressure medication. Your blood pressure can suddenly skyrocket, dramatically increasing your risk of heart attack or stroke. Gertrude, 72 from Munich, wrote to us, "I ate a banana every morning for years because I thought it was healthy. But then my blood sugar levels kept rising, and I felt more and more tired after eating. Since I stopped eating bananas, my levels have stabilized, and I have much more energy." If you love the sweet taste of bananas, try berries instead. They have only a fraction of the sugar and are full of antioxidants that heal your body instead of harming it. The next fruit on our list is even more dangerous, and it hides under the guise of a superfood. They look like little, harmless pearls of health, sweet, juicy, and full of vitamins. At least that's what we're told. But grapes are like sugar bombs for people over 60, attacking your body from the inside out. Here's the brutal truth. Grapes are one of the most sugar-rich fruits in the world. A single cup of grapes contains over 23 grams of sugar. That's more than a glass of cola. And while you think you're snacking healthily, you're bombarding your body with pure fructose. But it gets worse. Grapes mainly contain fructose, which is the most dangerous sugar of all. While glucose can be used by every cell in your body, fructose is processed exclusively in the liver. For an aging liver, this is like running a marathon after a serious illness. It can't keep up. A shocking study by the University of California investigated the effects of fructose on older adults. The results were alarming. People over 60 who regularly ate fructose-rich fruits such as grapes were 3 times more likely to develop fatty liver. And fatty liver is the first step toward diabetes, heart disease, and liver failure. Here's something even more disturbing. Grapes also contain natural salicylates, compounds that can trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals. For seniors who already struggle with joint pain, grapes can drastically worsen symptoms. Dr. Robert Lustig, a renowned endocrinologist, warns, fructose is like alcohol without the intoxication for the human body. It is processed in the liver just like alcohol and causes the same damage: fatty liver, insulin resistance, and inflammation. But that's not all. Modern grapes are often contaminated with pesticides. A study by Stiftung Warentest found that 89% of all grapes tested contained residues of at least 3 different pesticides. For people over 60, whose detoxification system is already weakened, this is an additional burden that damages the liver and kidneys. Henrik, 68, from Berlin, told us, "I ate a bowl of grapes every evening because I thought it was a healthy alternative to sweets. But then I started having more and more problems with my liver, and my joint pain got worse. My doctor advised me to cut out grapes. After just 2 weeks I felt better." If you're craving something sweet, reach for a handful of raspberries or blueberries. They contain only a fraction of the sugar and are full of antioxidants that fight inflammation instead of promoting it. The next fruit on our list is particularly insidious because it is advertised as a diet fruit. It's big, pink, and touted as the perfect diet fruit. Low in calories, high in vitamin C, the ads say. But for people over 60, grapefruit is a ticking time bomb that interacts with your medications and can cause life-threatening side effects. Here's the scary truth your doctor may never have told you. Grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins, which block an enzyme in your liver. This enzyme is responsible for breaking down many medications. When it is blocked, the drugs accumulate in your body and reach dangerous levels. The list of medications that interact with grapefruit is alarmingly long: blood pressure medications, cholesterol-lowering drugs, heart medications, blood thinners, antidepressants, and even sleeping pills. For people over 60, who often take multiple medications at the same time, it's like playing Russian roulette. A study by the University of Western Ontario documented over 85 different medications that can interact dangerously with grapefruit. The consequences range from cardiac arrhythmia to kidney failure and sudden cardiac arrest. Here is a shocking case. A 74-year-old man from Hamburg ate half a grapefruit every morning while taking a heart medication called amlodipine. After 2 weeks, he suffered a severe heart arrhythmia and had to undergo emergency surgery. The reason? The grapefruit had increased the effect of his medication 5-fold. But even if you don't take medication, grapefruit is problematic. It is extremely acidic and can cause heartburn, stomach pain, and even stomach ulcers in people over 60. The high acidity also attacks tooth enamel, which already becomes thinner with age. Dr. David Bailey, who discovered the grapefruit medication interaction, warns, just 1 glass of grapefruit juice can increase the concentration of medication in the blood by 3 to 5 times. For older people, this can be fatal. And here's something that's particularly insidious. The interaction lasts for up to 72 hours. This means that if you eat a grapefruit today and take medication the day after tomorrow, you could still experience dangerous side effects. Margot, 69, from Cologne, told us, "I loved grapefruit and ate one every day for breakfast. Then I was prescribed new blood pressure medication and suddenly felt dizzy and weak. My doctor asked me about my diet and immediately told me to stop eating grapefruit. I've been feeling much better since then." If you love the bitter taste of grapefruit, try lemons in water instead. They have no dangerous interactions and can even help detoxify your body. The next fruit on our list looks exotic and healthy, but it can cause your blood sugar to skyrocket. It comes from faraway lands, looks exotic, and is touted as a superfood. But for people over 60, mango is one of the most dangerous fruits you can eat. It's a sugar monster that spikes your blood sugar and fuels inflammation in your body. Here's the shocking truth. A single mango contains over 45 grams of sugar. That's more than 11 teaspoons of pure sugar. For comparison, a chocolate bar has only about 25 grams of sugar. You think you're eating healthy, But in reality, you're consuming a sugar bomb. But it gets worse. Mangoes have a glycemic index of 60, which means they cause your blood sugar to rise almost as fast as pure sugar. For people over 60, whose insulin resistance is already elevated, this is a direct attack on their blood sugar balance. A study by the University of Sydney examined the effects of tropical fruits on older adults. The results were alarming. People over 65 who regularly ate mangoes had a 73% higher risk of developing insulin resistance. That's the first step toward type 2 diabetes. But sugar isn't the only problem. Mangoes also contain high amounts of urushiol, the same substance found in poison ivy. In sensitive people, this can cause skin rashes, itching, and even breathing problems. For seniors with already weakened immune systems, that's an added burden. Here's something even more disturbing. Mangoes are often harvested unripe and then treated with chemicals to make them ripen faster. One of these chemicals is calcium carbide, which is toxic to the human body. It can cause headaches, dizziness, and even liver damage. Dr. Mehmet Oz, a well-known heart surgeon, warns, mangoes are like candy disguised as fruit. The high sugar content can cause dangerous blood sugar spikes in older people. But that's not all. Mangoes are also extremely high in calories. A single fruit can contain over 200 calories. That's more than a piece of cake. For seniors who are already struggling with weight issues, this is an additional blow to their health. Rudolf, 71 from Stuttgart, told us, "I loved mangoes and often ate a whole fruit for dessert. Then I noticed that my blood sugar was always skyrocketing, and I felt bloated and uncomfortable. My doctor advised me to stop eating mangoes. Since then, my blood sugar levels have been much more stable. If you're craving something exotic, try papaya instead. It has only a fraction of the sugar and is full of enzymes that aid digestion." The next fruit on our list is often referred to as the queen of fruits. But for seniors, it's more like a queen of danger. It is praised as the queen of fruits, is sweet, juicy, and seemingly full of vitamins. But for people over 60, pineapple is a dangerous fruit that can burn your mouth, interfere with your medications, and even dangerously thin your blood. Here's the first warning. Pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain that is so aggressive that it literally digests your mouth tissue. Have you ever noticed that your mouth burns or feels sore after eating pineapple? That's no coincidence. The pineapple is eating you while you eat it. But that's just the beginning. Bromelain also acts as a natural blood thinner. For people over 60 who are already taking blood-thinning medications such as aspirin, warfarin, or clopidogrel, this is extremely dangerous. It can lead to uncontrolled bleeding, which can be life-threatening. A study by the University of Maryland documented several cases of seniors who developed dangerous bleeding after eating pineapple. A 73-year-old man from Bremen had to undergo emergency surgery after eating a whole pineapple while taking blood thinners. The combination led to internal bleeding that nearly proved fatal. But it gets worse. Pineapple is also extremely high in sugar. 1 cup of pineapple contains over 16 grams of sugar and has a glycemic index of 66. That means it raises your blood sugar almost as fast as white bread. Here's something that's particularly insidious. Pineapple is often promoted as a diet fruit because it supposedly helps you lose weight. But that's a myth. The high sugar content can lead to cravings and make it harder to lose weight. Dr. Andrew Weil, renowned physician, warns, bromelain can cause dangerous interactions in people who are already taking blood thinners. Older people should be especially cautious. Pineapple can also trigger allergic reactions. Symptoms range from skin rashes and breathing difficulties to severe allergic shock. This is an additional risk for seniors with already weakened immune systems. But that's not all. Pineapple is also extremely acidic and can cause heartburn, stomach pain, and even stomach ulcers in people over 60. The acid also attacks tooth enamel, which becomes thinner with age. Elizabeth, 66 from Hanover, told us, "I often ate pineapple because I thought it was healthy, but then I started getting heartburn more and more often, and my dentist told me that my tooth enamel was damaged. I haven't eaten pineapple since, and I feel much better." If you love the sweet and sour taste of pineapple, try kiwis instead. They have less sugar and are full of vitamin C, without the dangerous enzymes. The next fruit on our list is particularly tricky because it is considered especially healthy in Germany. They hang red and tempting from the trees and are considered the epitome of German fruit culture. But for people over 60, cherries can pose a serious health risk. They are packed with sugar, can cause dangerous digestive problems, and even lead to gout attacks. Here's the shocking truth. Cherries are one of the most sugar-rich fruits around. 1 cup of sweet cherries contains over 18 grams of sugar. That's more than 4 teaspoons of pure sugar. And most people don't just eat 1 cup, they eat a whole bowl. But sugar isn't the only problem. Cherries also contain high amounts of sorbitol, a sugar alcohol that causes digestive problems in many people. In seniors, whose digestive systems are already weakened, this can lead to painful bloating, diarrhea, and stomach cramps. A study by the Mayo Clinic found that as few as 10 cherries can cause severe digestive problems in sensitive individuals. The symptoms can last for hours and are particularly distressing for older people. But it gets worse. Cherries are also rich in purines, compounds that are broken down into uric acid in the body. In people over 60, whose kidneys are already working more slowly, uric acid can build up and lead to painful gout attacks. Dr. Theodore Fields, a rheumatologist at the Hospital for Special Surgery, warns, cherries can cause severe attacks in people prone to gout. The uric acid crystallizes in the joints and causes excruciating pain. Here's something that's particularly insidious. Cherries are often treated with pesticides, and their thin skin easily absorbs these chemicals. A study by the Federal Office of Consumer Protection found that 78% of all cherries tested contained pesticide residues. But that's not all. Cherries also contain natural salicylates, which can cause inflammation and allergic reactions in sensitive people. For seniors who already struggle with joint pain, cherries can worsen symptoms. Cherries can also interact dangerously with medications. They contain compounds that can increase the effects of blood thinners. For people over 60 who often take multiple medications, this is an additional risk. Walter, 70, from Dresden told us, "I used to eat kilos of cherries every summer, straight from the tree. But then I started getting stomach pains and diarrhea more and more often. My doctor told me it could be the cherries. Since then, I've only eaten a few, and I feel much better." If you love the sweet taste of cherries, try strawberries instead. They have less sugar and are full of antioxidants that fight inflammation. The last fruit on our banned list is particularly insidious because it is even recommended by doctors. It is recommended by doctors, considered the perfect snack, and even served in hospitals. But for people over 60, the seemingly harmless apple can pose a serious health risk. It is full of pesticides, can destabilize your blood sugar, and even lead to dangerous intestinal blockages. Here's the first shocking truth. Apples are number 1 on the dirty dozen list, the list of fruits with the highest pesticide contamination. A study by Stiftung Warentest found that 92% of all apples tested contained residues of at least 5 different pesticides. For people over 60, whose detoxification system is already weakened, this is an enormous burden. These chemicals accumulate in the liver and kidneys and can lead to organ damage. But that's not the only problem. Apples also contain high amounts of fructose, up to 13 grams per fruit. This is a massive burden on an aging liver. Fructose is processed directly in the liver and can lead to fatty liver, insulin resistance, and inflammation. A study by the University of California showed that people over 60 who ate 1 apple a day had a 34% higher risk of liver problems. This is because the aging liver is no longer able to process large amounts of fructose efficiently. But it gets even more worrying. Apples also contain pectin, a fiber that can cause intestinal blockages in large quantities. In seniors whose intestinal activity is already slowed down, this can lead to dangerous blockages. Dr. Michael Greger, a renowned nutritional physician, warns, "An apple a day may keep the doctor away, but only if it's organically grown." Conventional apples are often so heavily laden with pesticides that they do more harm than good. Here's something particularly insidious. Apples are often coated with wax to make them look shiny. This wax can contain chemicals that are difficult to digest and can cause stomach problems in sensitive people. Apples can also cause blood sugar fluctuations. Although they contain fiber, the sugar content is still high enough to be problematic for people with diabetes or prediabetes. But that's not all. Apples also contain natural acids that can cause heartburn and stomach problems in people over 60. The acid can also attack the already thin tooth enamel of older people. Ingrid, 74, from Nuremberg, told us, "I ate an apple every day because my doctor recommended it, but then I started getting stomach aches and bloating more and more often. When I stopped eating apples, the problems went away." If you love the crunchy taste of apples, try pears instead. They contain fewer pesticides and are gentler on your digestive system. Those were the 7 most dangerous fruits for people over 60. But don't be discouraged. There are also 5 fruits that act like medicine for your body. Imagine if there was a fruit so powerful that it could fight cancer, protect your heart, and even improve your memory. a fruit that scientists call a superfood and that has been proven in clinical studies to prolong life. This fruit really exists, and it's small, dark, and full of secrets. We're talking about blueberries, the most powerful healers in the fruit kingdom. Blueberries aren't just fruits, they're living medicine. Each tiny berry is packed with anthocyanins, nature's most powerful antioxidants. These compounds are so potent that they can repair your body at the cellular level and even reverse your biological age. A groundbreaking study by Harvard Medical School followed 16,000 seniors over 20 years. The results were spectacular. Those who ate blueberries regularly had a 40% lower risk of heart attack and a 32% lower risk of stroke. These aren't just statistics, they're lives saved. But that's just the beginning. Blueberries are also brain food in a class of their own. A study by the University of Reading showed that seniors who ate 1 cup of blueberries a day improved their memory by 25%. The anthocyanins cross the blood-brain barrier and protect nerve cells from deterioration. Here's something fascinating. Blueberries can even help repair already damaged brain cells. Dr. James Joseph of the USDA Human Nutrition Research Center found that blueberries improve communication between brain cells and can even form new nerve pathways. But blueberries can do even more. They are natural anti-inflammatories. A study by the University of Maine showed that people who ate blueberries daily were able to reduce their inflammation markers by 38%. For seniors with arthritis or other inflammatory conditions, that's like a natural pain reliever. Blueberries also protect your eyes. They contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that protect the macula and may prevent age-related blindness. A study by Tufts University showed that people who ate blueberries regularly had a 36% lower risk of macular degeneration. Here's the kicker. Blueberries have a low glycemic index and contain only 10 grams of sugar per cup. That means they stabilize your blood sugar instead of destabilizing it. They're perfect for people with diabetes or pre-diabetes. Franz, 78, from Augsburg, told us, "I started eating a handful of blueberries every day 3 years ago. Since then, I've been able to concentrate much better. My joint pain has decreased, and even my doctor is amazed at my blood values." Buy organic blueberries whenever possible to avoid pesticides. Frozen blueberries are just as nutritious as fresh ones and often cheaper. The next fruit on our healing list is even more powerful and can even fight cancer. They look like little red diamonds and are full of power. Raspberries are not only delicious, they are true warriors against cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. For people over 60, they are like an insurance policy for good health. Raspberries contain a unique compound called ellagic acid, which is so powerful that it can kill cancer cells. A study by the University of South Carolina showed that ellagic acid was able to reduce the growth of colon cancer cells by 75%. For seniors who are at increased risk of cancer, this is an important protection. But raspberries can do even more. They are packed with fiber. A single cup contains 8 grams of fiber. That's more than most cereal products. This fiber helps stabilize your blood sugar and keep your digestive system healthy. A study by the University of Illinois found that people who ate raspberries daily were able to reduce their risk of type 2 diabetes by 28%. That's because the fiber slows down sugar absorption and prevents insulin spikes. Raspberries also contain ketones, natural compounds that can help burn fat. A study by Washington State University showed that people who ate raspberries lost weight faster than those who didn't. But that's not all. Raspberries are also rich in vitamin C. 1 cup contains 32% of your daily requirement. Vitamin C is essential for collagen production, wound healing, and a strong immune system. Dr. Gary Stoner, a cancer researcher at Ohio State University, says raspberries are one of the most powerful cancer-fighting fruits we know. The ellagic acid can even help repair DNA damage. Raspberries also contain anthocyanins, the same antioxidants that make blueberries so powerful. A study by the University of Michigan showed that people who ate raspberries regularly had a 23% lower risk of heart disease. Here's something special. Raspberries have a very low glycemic index of only 25. This means they hardly raise your blood sugar and are perfect for people with diabetes. Raspberries can also help reduce inflammation. A study by the University of California showed that people who ate raspberries daily were able to reduce their inflammation markers by 42%. Gisela, 71, from Rostock, told us, "My doctor told me I had pre-diabetes. I started eating a bowl of raspberries every day. After 6 months, my blood sugar levels were normal, and I also lost 5 kilos. Make sure the raspberries are not too soft. This indicates mold. Frozen raspberries are just as nutritious as fresh ones. The next fruit on our list is a real miracle for your heart. They are small, dark, and full of power. Black currants are the unsung heroes of the fruit counter. For people over 60, they are like a protective shield for the heart, brain, and joints. Black currants contain more vitamin C than oranges, 4 times more. A single cup provides 338% of your daily requirement. Vitamin C is not only important for the immune system, it is also essential for collagen production and blood vessel repair. But that's just the beginning. Black currants are also rich in anthocyanins, nature's most powerful antioxidants. These compounds can reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and even sharpen memory. A study by the University of Northumbria found that people who ate black currants improved their mental performance by 35%. The anthocyanins protect brain cells from oxidative stress and may even help form new neural pathways. Black currants can also protect your heart. A study by the University of Finland showed that people who regularly ate black currants were able to reduce their risk of heart disease by 29%. Here's something fascinating. Black currants contain natural nitrates that can help lower blood pressure. A study by the University of Leeds showed that people who ate black currants were able to lower their blood pressure by an average of 8 mmHg. Black currants are also rich in gamma-linolenic acid, a rare omega-6 fatty acid that has anti-inflammatory properties. For seniors with arthritis or other inflammatory conditions, this is a natural pain reliever. Dr. John Harkness, a cardiologist at the Royal London Hospital, says, "Black currants are like natural medicine for the heart. The antioxidants can protect the arteries and improve blood flow. Black currants can also help strengthen the immune system." A study by the University of East Anglia showed that people who ate black currants regularly were less likely to get sick and recovered more quickly from infections. Here's the kicker. Black currants have a low glycemic index and contain only 7 grams of sugar per cup. This makes them perfect for people with diabetes or pre-diabetes. Black currants can also help protect your eyes. They contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that protect the macula and can prevent age-related blindness. Klaus, 69 from Erfurt, told us, "I had high blood pressure and was taking 2 medications. Then I started eating black currants every day. After 3 months, my doctor was able to take me off one of the medications because my blood pressure had improved so much." Black currants are often hard to find, but many health food stores and organic shops stock them. You can also buy frozen currants, which are just as nutritious. The next fruit on our list is a true anti-aging wonder. They are small, green, and full of surprises. Gooseberries are the forgotten treasures of the fruit counter. For people over 60, they are like a fountain of youth in fruit form. Gooseberries contain a unique combination of antioxidants that cannot be found anywhere else. They are rich in vitamin C, vitamin E, flavonoids, and phenolic acids, a powerful blend that protects your body from aging. A study by the University of Copenhagen found that people who ate gooseberries regularly lived longer than those who did not. The antioxidants protect cells from damage and may even help lengthen telomeres, the caps on chromosomes that determine how fast we age. Gooseberries are also rich in pectin, a fiber that can help lower cholesterol levels. A study by the University of California showed that people who ate gooseberries daily were able to lower their bad cholesterol by 15%. But that's not all. Gooseberries also contain quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that can reduce inflammation and strengthen the immune system. A study by the University of South Carolina showed that people who regularly consumed quercetin were less likely to get sick. Gooseberries can also help stabilize blood sugar. They have a low glycemic index of only 15 and contain only 5 grams of sugar per cup. This makes them perfect for people with diabetes. Dr. Michael Roizen, an anti-aging expert, says, "Gooseberries are like a natural anti-aging agent. The antioxidants can help keep cells young and slow down the aging process." Gooseberries are also good for digestion. They contain enzymes that can help digest food and absorb nutrients. This is an important benefit for seniors, whose digestion often slows down. Gooseberries can also help improve memory. A study by the University of Reading showed that people who ate gooseberries regularly performed better on memory tests. Here's something interesting. Gooseberries also contain anthocyanins, but in a different form than other berries. This unique form can be better absorbed by the body and has a stronger antioxidant effect. Martha, 73, from Freiburg, told us, "I started eating gooseberries after hearing that they are good for your health. Since then I feel more energetic and my skin looks younger." Even my hairdresser has noticed. Gooseberries are in season from June to August. Make sure they are firm and plump. You can also buy frozen gooseberries, which are available year-round. The last fruit on our healing list is the most powerful of all. They are dark red, sweet and sour, and full of secrets. Sour cherries are the most powerful healers in the fruit kingdom. For people over 60, they are like liquid medicine that relieves pain, improves sleep, and even protects the heart. Sour cherries contain more antioxidants than almost any other fruit. They are rich in anthocyanins, melatonin, and quercetin, a powerful combination that heals your body on all levels. A groundbreaking study by the University of Michigan showed that people who drank sour cherry juice daily were able to reduce their inflammation markers by 50%. That's more than many prescription drugs achieve. But that's just the beginning. Sour cherries are one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the sleep hormone. A study by Louisiana State University found that people who drank tart cherry juice before bed slept 84 minutes longer and felt more rested the next morning. For seniors who often suffer from sleep problems, this is a blessing. Poor sleep accelerates the aging process and weakens the immune system. Tart cherries can help restore the natural sleep cycle. Sour cherries can also relieve joint pain. A study by Oregon Health and Science University showed that people with arthritis who drank sour cherry juice daily had 25% less pain. The anthocyanins act as natural painkillers without the side effects of medication. But that's not all. Sour cherries can also help prevent gout attacks. A study by Boston University showed that people who ate sour cherries regularly were able to reduce their risk of gout attacks by 35%. Dr. Russell Reiter, a melatonin expert, says sour cherries are like a natural sleep aid and pain reliever in one. The melatonin can help improve sleep, while the anthocyanins reduce inflammation. Sour cherries can also protect the heart. A study by the University of Michigan showed that people who ate sour cherries regularly were able to reduce their risk of heart disease by 23%. Sour cherries are also rich in vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. 1 cup provides 25% of your daily vitamin C requirement and is important for a strong immune system. Here's the kicker. Sour cherries have a low glycemic index and contain only 9 grams of sugar per cup. This makes them perfect for people with diabetes or prediabetes. Sour cherries can also help speed up muscle recovery. A study by the University of Vermont showed that people who drank sour cherry juice after exercise had less muscle soreness and recovered faster. Bernhard, 76, from Heidelberg told us, "I had sleep problems and joint pain for years. My doctor recommended I try sour cherry juice. After just 2 weeks I was sleeping better and my pain subsided. It was like a miracle." Be sure to buy 100% pure sour cherry juice with no added sugar. Fresh sour cherries are available in season from July to August. Frozen sour cherries are available year-round and are just as nutritious. Now you know the truth about fruit. 7 fruits that can harm your body and 5 others that heal and strengthen it. The choice is yours. Every bite you take is a decision for or against your health. Remember, your body is a marvel that can heal itself if you give it the right tools. These 5 healing fruits are such tools. Blueberries protect your brain, raspberries fight cancer, black currants strengthen your heart, gooseberries slow down aging, and sour cherries relieve pain and improve sleep. You don't have to incorporate all 5 fruits into your daily routine right away. Start with 1. Replace your banana with a handful of blueberries. Swap your grapes for raspberries. Try black currants instead of grapefruit. Every small change is a step in the right direction. Every healthy decision is an investment in your future. Every day you choose the right fruits is a day you extend and improve your life. The fruit industry wants you to remain ignorant. They make billions from your bad choices. But now you are no longer ignorant. Now you have the power to change your destiny. Share this knowledge with your loved ones. Send this video to your friends and family. Don't just save your own life. Save the lives of those you care about. Don't forget, every day is a new beginning. No matter how many years you've been eating the wrong fruits, your body can recover. It wants to recover. Give it the chance to do so. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of the 7 harmful fruits did you eat for the last time today? And which of the 5 healing fruits will you try first? Your experiences can inspire and motivate others. If this video has changed your life, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel Clar Vital and activate the bell so you never miss life-saving information again. Remember, your health is your most valuable asset. Treat it like a treasure. Guard it like your life, because you do. See you in the next video, where we'll reveal more secrets to a long, healthy life. Until then, eat consciously, live consciously, and stay strong. Your future begins with your next bite. Make it the right one.